Welcome to Science Store online classes.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Now look at question number 10. If z1 is 2 minus I and z2 is 1 plus I, and then find modulus of z1 plus z2 plus 1, z1 minus z2 plus 1. So you got to find the modulus. Understand the meaning of this symbol. So you got to find the modulus. You got to find the modulus of the complex number. So what we will do first, we will substitute z1 z2. Okay, so let us start our answer from this term that is given to us. So z1 plus z2 plus 1 divided by z1 minus z2 plus 1. So I will substitute. So what I will substitute? z1 2 minus I plus z2 1 plus I and plus 1 divided by, you got z1, that is 2 minus I, minus z2. So I am using a bracket because there is negative. So this is 1 plus I and plus 1. Okay. So next 2, 1 and 1. So all the three must be added. You get 4. So that is 4. And then minus I plus I gets cancelled. Okay, so divided by, you got 2 minus I minus 1 and minus I. So that is minus 1 and minus I and plus 1. Okay, now let me add. So 2 and plus 1, minus 1 cancel. So only 2 will remain, and minus I minus 2I. Okay, so minus 2I. Now what you can do is you can find the modulus straight away. So how? See, if you have modulus of z1 divided by z2, that is nothing but modulus of z1 divided by modulus of z2. Well, so therefore this is modulus of 4 divided by modulus of 2 minus 2I. Okay, so you don't have to rationalize. Illadre rationalization ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲಿ. Denominatorly complex number ಇದೆ. So denominatorly complex ಇರುವಾಗ rationalization is the method. But if you want to find its modulus, it's easy. Find the modulus separately. That's it. Okay. Alright, now I am continuing from here. So what is modulus of 4? If z is equal to a plus ib, then what is mod z? Square root of a square plus b square, is it not? Okay, so remember that if the complex number is a plus ib, then its modulus is given in this formula. Now you got 4. What do you mean by 4? 4 plus I0. So that is in the form of a plus ib. So modulus ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? So what is the modulus? Square root of a square, a place ಅಲ್ಲಿ 4 square plus 0 square. So ಇದು optional, ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಬರೀರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇಡ. Okay, so actually it is 4 itself. It is 4 itself. So modulus of a real number is that number itself. Okay, you don't have to write this formula and then write again 4. Not necessary. 4 itself is the answer. But for your understanding, I have written this way. Okay, then this is a. So a square ಬರಿಬೇಕು ನಾನು. ಸೊ 2 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅಂತ ಬರಿತೀನಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಬಿ ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಇದು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇಂಟು -2 ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಬಿ ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲಿ -2 ಇರೋದು, ಬಿ ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲಿ -2 ಇರೋದು. ಸೊ -2 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್. ವೆಲ್ now that is 4 square 16, square root of 16 is 4 divided by square root of 2 square 4 -2 square kuda plus 4. So that is 4 divided by root 8. So root 8 ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನು 2 root 2 ಅಂತ ಬರಿಬೋದು. Understood? No, this is 4 into 2. ಅದು ಬರಿಬೇಕಾ? Okay, all right. So this is 4 into 2. So that means 4 divided by 2 root 2. 2 1s, 2 2s. Now this is 2 by root 2. So continue. Okay. So 2 by root 2. What do you have? You can simplify. How 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2 divided by root 2. So 1 root 2 gets cancelled. Root 2 is the answer. Okay, so square root of 2 is the final answer of this particular question. Well, so note this question, very simple one. Okay, so just by looking at the given term you cannot predict that question will be very complicated. Once you go and attempt that, it will be easy for you. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, so the next question is let z1 is equal to 2 minus I. Let z1 is equal to 2 minus I and z2 is equal to minus 2 plus I. Okay, so minus 2 plus I. Find first real part of z1 z2 divided by z1 bar. Okay, so z1 bar conjugate. So this symbol is very important. Okay, then imaginary part of 1 by z1 z2 bar. Okay, so z1 bar, I'm sorry. Okay, so z1 bar. Well, so this is the question that you see. z1 is given, z2 is given, real part of this quantity and imaginary part of this quantity has to be found. We will tackle the first question first. Okay, so first sub question, we have to find the real part of z1 z2 divided by z1 bar. Is it not? Yes. Okay, so real part we'll find it later. Now let us simplify this complex number. So z1 is a complex number, z2 is a complex number, z1 bar is also a complex number, so that is a complex number. Okay, so substitute z1 is 2 minus I, z2 is minus 2 plus I divided by, so you got z1 bar. Now what is z1 bar? z1 is here, so what is its conjugate? Imaginary changes the sign, 2 plus I. So imaginary place alli sign change ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, real part same ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so now let us multiply. So 2 minus 2 minus 4 and plus 2I and minus plus I into 2 is 2I again, and then minus into plus is minus, I into I is I square divided by 2 plus I. So next this is minus 4 and 2i plus 2i 4i, and this is minus of I square is minus 1. So I square place ಅಲ್ಲಿ minus 1 ಬರಿಬೇಕು. So this is 2 plus I. Okay, so that is 2 plus I. Next minus 4, and this is minus and minus is plus 1 plus 4i divided by 2 plus I. Okay, so now minus 4 plus 1 minus 3 plus 4i divided by 2 plus I. Okay, so now what you have to do is rationalize. So multiply and divide by the conjugate of the denominator. So what is the conjugate? 2 minus I divided by 2 minus I. Conjugate of the denominator plus idalli minus. Okay, so rationalization ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ಲಿ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನರಿ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು, ರಿಯಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಾವು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ. ಸೊ minus 3 into 2 minus 6 and minus 3 into minus I plus 3i. Now multiply 4i for both. So 4i into 2 is 8i, 4i into minus I is 4i square divided by a plus b into a minus b. So a square minus b square type. Okay. Well, continuing like this, minus 6 and this I square minus 1, and these can be added. So minus 6, 3i plus 8i 11i minus 4 and minus 1 divided by 2 square is 4 minus 1. I square is minus 1. Okay, so this is minus 6, minus and minus is plus 4. I'll write it together, and then 11i divided by 4 plus 1. Minus and minus is plus 1. Okay, so minus 6 plus 4 is minus 2 and plus 11i divided by 5. So now I got to separate them. See, what is this actually? Z1 Z2 divided by Z1 bar, correct? Okay, so this is minus 2 by 5 plus I into 11 by 5. Did you understand that? I just took that denominator here and this denominator there. I just separated the numerator. Okay, so minus 2 by 5, 11 by 5. Now I need the real part of this complex number. Is this a complex number? Yes, because it is in the form of a plus ib. Okay, so if you have a complex number in the form of a plus ib, what is the real part of that complex number? What is the real part of that complex number? A. What is the imaginary part of that complex number? B. So keep these two things in mind. I have explained this already, but if you have forgotten, please remind yourself. Okay, now tell me, what is the real part of Z1, Z2, Z1 bar? What is it? So real part of Z is A, if Z is A plus IB. So illi real part enide minus 2 by 5. So that is minus 2 by 5, and that's the required answer for this first sub question. Now let's continue with the second sub question. Okay, so what was the second sub question? 1 by Z1 bar Okay, so second sub question, 1 by z1 bar, and you have to find the imaginary part. Okay, so one formula that is very useful here, z into z bar. So if you remember this, z into z bar, that is modulus of z square. Okay, so now this is z1 and z1. Now this is very easy. So this is 1 by z1 into z1 bar is modulus of z1 square. Okay, so this is like a imaginary part of 1 by, see what is modulus? I am writing all the formulas. This may look very silly because you know them already. Okay, this is for those students who don't remember the formulas. Okay, well, so z is equal to a plus ib, z is equal to square root of a square plus b square is the modulus, correct? Well, now I need to find the modulus of z1. So what is z1? z1 is 2 minus I. Okay, z1 is 2 minus I. So what is the modulus of z1? Okay, wait. So what is modulus of z square? Modulus of z square. So square root will be gone because you are squaring both sides. We need square of this. So I should square here. Square and square root cancels. So this is a square plus b square, is it not? Okay. So now I need mod square. So square root ಬರಿಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. a square, a place ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ 2 ಇದೆ. So 2 square plus b place ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ, b place ಅಲ್ಲಿ minus 1. So this is actually 2 plus I into minus 1. So b is minus 1. So this is minus 1 square. Well, this is equal to imaginary part of 1 by 2 square is 4 minus 1 square is 1. So that is 4 plus 1, which is 5. Let me write this here. Okay, so this is equal to imaginary part of 1 by 5. If you did not understand, I will write this way. Imaginary part of 1 by 5 plus I into 0. Now did you understand what is the imaginary part in a plus ib? Imaginary part is b actually. So what is the imaginary part of this? 0 is the imaginary part of this complex number. Okay, so I have started with imaginary everywhere. You can write the complex number first, then you can write the imaginary part and then write the answer. That's up to you. Okay, well, so this is about this particular question, and that's it for this class. So thank you very much for watching.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.